Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Breaking news.
Much of the city of Chico is underwater tonight. A slow-moving thunderstorm stalled over the area, dumping many inches of rain in a matter of a few hours, prompting a flash flood warning. It's turned so many streets, including the Esplanade, into rivers tonight. This is the Esplanade near First Avenue a couple hours ago. Now, there are reports of cars stranded in floodwaters from Pillsbury Road to Hicks Lane to Warner Street. We have a lot of breaking news for you tonight, including a fatal officer-involved shooting in Redding. We'll get to that in a few minutes. But first, more of the severe weather, from heavy rain to flash flood warning to hail. We'll get to Haley Watts in just a minute, but take a look at this video from Hicks Lane, just north of Eaton Road. This is the far north end of Chico. This is one of the first areas hit hard by the pounding rain tonight. You can see there's actually several feet of water in the roadway. Flooding actually made its way right up to homes, but no indoor flooding that we're aware of. And if you weren't out in it yourself tonight, this is what it looked like around 7 p.m. This is a gas station at the corner of Eaton Road and the Esplanade. As the heavy rain was practically falling sideways, the wind was gusting at about 20 miles an hour at times tonight. And that's where we find Action News Now reporter Laura Eng with the very latest tonight. Laura?
Alan, I've been here for several hours now by Pillsbury and Eaton Road. As you can see right now, the road, it is completely clear of any flooding. If I hadn't been here just a few hours ago, I know it would be hard to believe, but take a look at this video that I shot earlier. It does show a car being towed away. It's one of 7 trucks that was stuck in the water. Tonight, at this particular intersection, it was a story of teamwork, a story of community. What I mean by that, several people who were stuck in the water, they called their friends for help. And when they managed to get their car that was stuck out of the water, I was told they decided to stick around here and help other people out who were stuck here. And so it was all about people who didn't work necessarily for the city, working here, making sure other people were out of the flooding. I did speak with a public works manager from the city of Chico earlier, and I asked him, was this too much rain too fast? I also spoke with a person who lives near this area, and they shared with me what they thought about the flooding.
I've lived here for 10 years, and this flooding is not normal for this area or for all of Chico, I would imagine.
Certainly too much rain too fast. So we had a lot of flooding in locations where we don't usually see flooding at all. So that's an indication that it was just simply too much rain all at once. But there's, of course, some storm drains that we've been able to unplug as well, which means they were plugged.
As you can see in the distance behind me over here, that is Public Works over there. And like we just heard Skylar Lipsky, he's in charge of Public Works in Chico. He told me that there's a lot of flooding over here in parts that typically his department doesn't see. And he said he does attribute that again to too much rain coming into areas just way too fast. As you can see by those flashing lights over there in the distance, that is Public Works continuing to work on clearing some of the drainage that is clogged over there. I asked him, did you have to use any of the heavy equipment, any sort of giant vacuums, things like that? He said, no, that wasn't needed. It was pretty easy, pretty quick to clear the drainage. As you can see here, I've been reporting at this intersection for the past 2 hours now, and the roads, they are completely clear. Like I said, you almost wouldn't be able to believe that just about an hour ago, we were seeing about half a foot to a foot of flooding coming up nearly to my knees. But Public Works has done a fantastic job in clearing this, and as you can see, cars are able to drive safely through this intersection. I will continue to remain here, keep you up to date on the latest information at this intersection by Pillsbury and Eaton Road. But for now, reporting live in Chico, Laura Eng, Action News Now.
Thank you, Laura. Now, this is flooding near downtown Chico. This building is at West 9th and Orange Street. Earlier this evening, there are actually people who were trapped in the upper floor. The floodwater is so high, they couldn't even open the ground level door, so they were waiting it out until the water subsided right there. East Avenue is also the scene of major flooding tonight. In fact, this is a 2-car crash tonight that slowed traffic on the Esplanade at East. This video was taken about 8 p.m. Chico police worked to clear the scene and direct traffic in all directions. There's no word on any injuries here. Floodwater pooled into the Java Detour and Rayleigh's and Carl's Jr. parking lots and turned the roads and the intersection into a river of water all along East Avenue from Highway 99 to Highway 32. Cars struggled to make it through, submerged in some areas. And just down the road, flooding happened so quickly on East Avenue that employees at Chuck Patterson Toyota had to swing into action moving cars on the lot because of the flooding. Then the employees kept waiting for the chance just to get out and make their way home tonight as the rain kept coming, kept pounding. Well, a neighborhood on DeGarmo Drive and Pence Road also dealt with the effects of the heavy rain tonight. Take a look at this video. You can see cars ripping through the water on the road. Water was even high enough to create a small whirlpool that you'll see right there in a moment. Our neighbors were shocked by the strength of the storm. And then check this out. That pile of white stuff there, that's hail that the storm dumped tonight in parts of Chico. This is West 15th and Salem, just off Broadway. Now, there's no flooding when we got there, but just a couple of piles of hail.
In the past few hours, here's just from 820, we were seeing that flash flooding all across areas of Chico, Highway 99, several lanes underwater, and just city roads all over the place. Hamilton City saw about 3 inches of rain this evening, and we had thunderstorm wind damage to the trees along the Sacramento River. So if that's your route tomorrow morning, keep in mind it could be out there. Couple inches of hail, especially in the area around Meridian Road, knocking cars off of the road. And Shasta County not immune to this storm system either. Basically, some areas of Anderson, just in the past hour or so, still reporting areas of flooding.
We had reporters driving all around Chico this evening to get the very latest on the flooding, and that included abandoned cars. It's been a crazy evening out there, and Laura Eng went over to Pillsbury Road in Chico, where, if you're not familiar with the area, that's where Tinseltown is, for example. So it's right in the heart of North Chico. Crazy flooding earlier this evening, a very different scene now. So let's go to Laura Eng for an update on what's going on. Laura?
And at this point, as you can see behind me over here, take a look at the flooding. Is completely gone right now. Today it was all a story of teamwork and community, like I've been saying for the past few hours here during my live shots. Several people, we could cut to some video now that we shot earlier. As you could see, there were some cars that were stuck in the water, about 7 of them, I was told by witnesses, and all of the people who were stuck here, they were helped out by other people. This wasn't a story necessarily of the city coming in. This was a story of people helping people. And as you can see right now around me over here, like I mentioned, the flooding is pretty much gone at this point. I spoke with Public Works earlier and I asked, what is next for you now that the flooding is all clear? And they said that day 2 tomorrow, it will be all about mopping up, making sure that all of the drainages are still clear and ensuring that there isn't any other flooding that they need to worry about in this area. But as you can see by the roads around me here, this area is mostly clear. It's pretty hard to believe considering just an hour ago we were standing in nearly half a foot of flood water. But this was all thanks to Public Works. They're fast acting, being able to clear the drainages in this area and throughout Chico too. We'll continue to keep you up to date on more information as the weather continues to change over here in the North State. But for now, reporting in Chico, Laura Eng, Action News Now.
And we'll be right back. Stay with us. Let's get one last check of the forecast before we say goodnight. Haley is here once again, and hopefully tomorrow is not going to be quite like today.
It's not looking like it, that's for sure. Now, we do have, as we go into our day tomorrow, we do still have a flood warning through areas of Butte County. So everywhere where those floodwaters really rose high today, keep in mind they're probably not going to completely recede, especially as you're heading off to work tomorrow. So be careful out there. This is that storm system now. So you're seeing it moving toward the northeast, kind of toward the Quincy area, but we're not completely done with the rain yet. We're still seeing scattered showers just east of Orland and through the Chico area, but very slow rates, less than 1/10 of an inch there. The strongest part of this storm really is just about 1/3 of an inch. That's north of the Feather Falls area. And behind it, not a whole lot. So throughout the night, just a chance for those continued scattered showers. But moving in the day tomorrow, we're looking at, Wednesday should be the driest day this week. Rain starts to pick up again, though, as we get on Friday. We're going to really have to keep an eye on it. It's supposed to really pick up, especially into the afternoon, and we'll see snow levels drop up to a couple of feet of snow and then we're moving into our weekend.
I've just never seen anything like it. I've been here for almost 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah.
so just so widespread as it came so quickly tonight.
Yeah.
The flooding was just something.
Incredible the last couple of hours.
Hey, well, real quick, today is a day to celebrate a classic sandwich combination. It is, or was, National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. According to nationaldaycalendar.com, the average American eats more than 2,000 PB&J sandwiches by the time they graduate from high school. In the early 1900s, peanut butter was considered high class and could only be found in the finest New York City tea rooms.
Yeah.
I love peanut butter and jelly.
They're so good. Still.
Thanks for joining us. Stage 5.
Have a good night.
Thanks for watching